On September 25, 1789, Congress approved the first proposed amendments to the Constitution. These became the Bill of Rights. It guarantees some personal freedoms to citizens, limits the power of government, and gives some powers to the states of the Union. The biggest criticism of the Constitution was that it contained no guarantee of citizens' rights. North Carolina, ironically a slave state, legislators initially refused to ratify the Constitution because it did not include the protection of personal rights and freedoms. The lack of a Bill of Rights became an issue when Virginia debated ratification. So James Madison agreed to support the amendments as a representative of Virginia. The first draft of the Bill of Rights contained 20 proposed amendments. Of course, there was much debate. Congress did not want to dilute the original intent of any part of the Constitution. In August 1789, the bill went to the Senate with 17 amendments. After much debate in the Senate, the number was pared down to 12. These were sent to the states for approval, as 3/4 of the states needed to ratify the amendments to make them part of the Constitution. 2 more amendments were rejected. The Bill of Rights returned to Congress and was accepted on September 25, 1789. At that time, Congress decided the amendments would be added at the end of the Constitution, rather than inserted into the original articles, as James Madison had suggested. So what were the 2 rejected amendments? The proposed First Amendment was a formula to determine the size of the U.S. House of Representatives based on the population of the country in 1789. This would not have made sense as the population count rose. Since Congress wanted the amendments, as the original Constitution, to be a timeless document, this amendment was rejected. The amendments originally applied only to the federal government, but the 14th Amendment applied them to the state governments, stating that no state could enact laws that would damage these rights in any way. Interestingly, the originally proposed Amendment No. 2 in 1789 resurfaced and was ratified on May 7, 1992, over 200 years after first presented. This states that any change in salary of the members of Congress will not take effect until the next election of representatives. No surprise that this took a while. The other missing amendment, as discussed above, concerns a formula for the number of representatives in the House. As it was based on outdated numbers, this was never accepted.